Hello and welcome to another edition of Forkful of Noodles. I am Krish Mohan. Right now, there are 11 million people who are considered illegal in the United States of America. But Jorge Ramos says that no human being is illegal, and there's a double standard on how that phrase is used. Schools that teach a different language don't say it's the language of the illegals, but rather call it extracurricular. We gladly take in their culture's cuisine and bastardize it by adding mayo and a pickle on the side. Companies that use immigrants as a means of cheaper labor call them wink-wink hires, and the companies aren't punished for their illegal means of work. In El Paso, as I was walking along the street, I saw a giant wall with razor wire on top of it. Beyond it, there were gates, men in blue uniforms, and marked SUVs on the side of the road checking IDs. Past that, just a short bridge away, was Mexico. I realized this was the wall that Republicans were talking about. They've already built it. I mean, do they even know that it's there? And sure, yeah, there might not be a door in it, but there's a gate. I mean, if you got a door in there, you can't fit a car going through that door. Not even a smart car would fit through it. If you drive down the I-10 in Texas, Mexico is so close that your cell phone will think that you're there. What's even more astounding is that the locals are so used to this, they pay no attention to the border guards and the razor wire on the walls. We have a very strange way of talking about immigration in this country. We've made it so that the phrase immigration reform means that the foreign devils are here for your jobs, or drug lords, or free citizenship, or letting a rush of people into this country, or super strong babies wielding giant anchors to take down America with its metric system. There's even a whole state which authorizes police officers to ask for your immigration papers. SB 1070 has caused a lot of commotion over the years for a law that lets officers racially profile people. And in today's climate, can cops really afford that? I mean, you already have so many people distrusting police officers everywhere, and now there's a whole state of police that are just 1984ing it up. Despite the fact that the Border Patrol don't even show up when an undocumented person is arrested. Border Patrol regards these cops the same way we regard conspiracy theorists when they start talking about who really shot JFK and if the moon is made of cheese or not. I mean, Arizona could really step up its game and maybe shed some good light on law enforcement by getting rid of this bill entirely. If not, cops might be deemed as evil racists or even neo-Nazis. Look, I'm not excusing the notion that some immigrants came to this country or stayed longer than they're supposed to without proper documentation. It happened because the immigration system is insanely tough to maneuver around. And the advertising America uses is pretty great. Land of milk and honey, a place where you don't have to live in fear, misfits welcome, plus we have ivory towers. That sounds pretty great, and some people will do anything to get here. And if they go through all of those extremes, they are no different than the people that came here in the beginning on the Mayflower, and they probably deserve to be in this country more than the entitled birthers and the instant citizens. And even the people that came here with proper documentation stay past their visas allow them to because they have yet to find the milk and honey they were promised. But instead, they get constant stares, stereotypes, and the phrase, "you ain't from around here," thrown more than a pickup line at a freshman mixer. The worst thing we can refer to immigrants as is illegal. Because as Jorge Ramos says, no human being is illegal. We're all meant to be here. And the only thing that makes us immigrants is this mystical line that we've drawn in the ground that makes the whole world a giant jigsaw puzzle. And if you're still against the idea of immigration reform, then take this into account. We're all immigrants. Not just the fact that if you live in the US, you can be traced back to some other country, but I mean all life on this planet. We all rode in on some comet billions of years ago and landed here and used this planet's resources to make something of ourselves. Literally something. I mean, like flora and fauna. Like each and everything on this planet is a cosmic immigrant. So till you can present your papers to legally be on this planet, I say we all chill out on this aggressive behavior towards immigrants and work on fixing the system and start with amnesty. That's been your fork full of noodles for this week. Thank you for tuning in, and you can check out all my tour dates, past videos, and albums on ramanoodlescomedy.com. That's RAMAN noodlescomedy.com. Thanks for getting into it.